about the swine. What root in this land, where seeds called man, that sprung up like fungus from grime.
Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Titanium Rhino, and we are here with another episode of Elder Scrolls Online Summerset. I was just dancing to some music there for a little bit. So where we left off yesterday, we have to go talk to Rosmdar. We had some stuff left to do, excuse me, to finish out the Queen's Decree, the first quest here in Summerset, which I have yet to finish because, one, it's kind of a longer quest, and two, because I got sidetracked a little bit. So let's go ahead and pick up here and see what happens.
Psst. Pretend you are adjusting your boot or admiring the architecture. As hard as it may be, look anywhere but directly at Raz. Good, good. Now, tell Raz what you learned at the King Lady's manor.
King Lady believes the newcomers are being sequestered and
Raz
sent away.
thinks Avanis is as naive as she is complicit, but she's not a murderer. This new Oldark, though, has so much blood on his hands, it looks like he's wearing red gloves. From what I could discover, he didn't exist before he came to Shimmerin.
So that Aldark was the one that was making fun of us and calling us names in the garden, wasn't it? I think so. Yeah, he's kind of a dick. Let's see what happens, though. Overheard the Kin Lady was going to meet him in the Coral Forest. Let's go check that out.
The Coral Forest? A strange meeting place. Raz thinks we should go and see what the Oldark is up to. After I take back that outfit, I might need it again later.
No!
Ah, you have a pretty admirer, my friend. The Psijics sage, yes? Here she comes now.
Alright, let's see what she has to say.
I'm glad I found you. While watching the King Lady's mansion, I saw her ladyship sneak
that
out
horse
the
is
back
awesome.
and leave the city.
The King Lady is meeting the Oldark in the Coral Forest. Raz smells something, and it isn't moon sugar biscuits.
Your reputation precedes you.
I like this horse.
I am Valcerin of the Psijic
Like,
Order, and I agree
ghostly.
that Aldark is more than a simple monk.
We should work together, yes? But let's travel separately to avoid attracting unwanted attention. Raz will find you both at the Coral Forest.
Alright then. Oh, she just disappeared in a puff of smoke. Kind of reminds me of the Calliope essence from the Dominion faction. Alright, we gotta go there. Out and south. Okay. No problem. Still just, I love the scenery here. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought maybe I could make it. Deep water, you know. Oh well. So it's going to put me at the Way Shrine, which isn't really very far away from where I was. It was just down there that I died. Alright. That's right, I have the faster run speed. Very pretty island. Oh. Big old salamanders. Oh, the winged the big winged serpents. These were in little versions in the Thieves Guild DLC. And all I got was Alakast. Okay. What do you got to say?
One of Summerset's more unique environments, the Coral Forest. I used to love coming here when I was growing up. We need to find out why the Aldark asked Kin Lady Avanice to meet him out here.
How do we find the Aldark and the Kin Lady then?
Based on what we saw in the monastery's undercroft, I'm hesitant to use magic to locate them.
So we use our
I
eyeballs?
suppose we'll have to find them through mundane means. Too bad the Queen's spy isn't here yet. I understand he's good at this sort of thing.
Using his eyeballs? I feel like that's something you should be able to do. Yeah, it looks like bear claws, sort of. Oh, I'm almost there, okay. Jeez, this is so cool. I just want to, like, explore. Oh, somebody's fishing. Should I go fish with them? See what we can catch. Take their blue and green fishes. Come on. Longfin. No. I like the castle you can see off in the distance there. See the island way over there. I think that's probably... Oh, it's north. It's hard to say. This environment, though. Alright, that's all I'm going to do. Take 3 of her fish. Oh, look, there's a pearl. But that's where we're going. Yep. How much time I got left on my food here? Oops, wrong one. 3 minutes. Let's go ahead and top that off. Pearl, 46,000 on his health. Deal.
Let me show you the power bestowed upon me. Dagra, destroy these fools.
Well, okay. Okay, how far away is that? Before we do that, I like to pick up the way shrines. Wait a second. Who's talking and where? Looks like we got a random guild trader up here. Oh, merchant. I won't deal with him. Yeah, I see ya. Hi.
Razumdar apprehended the Kin Lady. They're at the west edge of the Coral Forest. What happened to Aldark Tilkalar? Did he escape?
He's dead. He did mention Clavic's
I think we
file.
can conclude that Tilkalar wasn't actually an Aldark. At least, not with his connection to the Prince of Bargain's Clavic's file. Strange magic and creatures worry me, however. Hopefully the pearl I sent to Artaeum can tell us more.
You think you can learn something from that pearl?
You'd be surprised what a particular object can reveal if you know how to unlock its secrets. I need to return and tell Right Master Ikesis all that transpired here. If you're willing, I'd like you to come to Artaeum and confirm my story.
Well, okay. It's the first time we get to go. It's been, I remember the first time I heard about the Psijics was in Skyrim. I kept talking and talking and talking and talking about it. Now we get to go. See, I will definitely go. Let's go talk to the Rite Master.
Leads the Psijic Order from Kasora Tower on the island of Artaeum. This spell attunes you to a portal near Shimmerine in the ruins of the Keep of 11 Forces. It always leads to Artaeum, no matter the island's current location.
Alright then, so the island moves. I'll go to Artaeum, talk to the Rite Master after I check in with Rosendar.
Adjustment, and there.
Ooh.
You are now attuned.
I am attuned.
Find me on Artaeum after you finish with
Oh,
the
the glow doesn't keep going? That's disappointing. Hi, Rosem.
Ah, Five Claw. The King Lady and Raz had the most illuminating conversation.
Tell me about
You
it.
can't treat me like some sort of criminal, you horrid creature.
Queen Irene will be disappointed that the King Lady of Shimmerine allowed a false Aldar to murder so many newcomers. Such a scandal makes other travelers uneasy about coming here, yes?
Yeah, the Aldark called the Prince of Bargains before I killed him.
The Prince of Bargains? That could only be Clavicus Vile. What oblivion-inspired nest of vipers has Raz stumbled into? This one has a very bad feeling about all of this. Where is the Psijic sage? Raz would like to ask her what she thinks.
She went back to Artaeum. She visited me, or invited me, to come talk to the Rite Master.
Order's interest in all of this concerns
I'm
Razumdar.
kind of a big deal.
This one has never had much love of magic, or those that practice the art. On the other hand, now Raz has his own person on the inside. An Eye of Raz, if you will, yes?
Yeah, she said the Order would try to find out more about the Aldark and the Abyssal Crystal,
Then
or
you
Pearls.
must go to Artaeum and discover what the Psijics have learned. When you return, you can tell Raz all about it, so he can pass it along to the Queen. Yes, Raz likes this plan. In the meantime, Raz will investigate the Daedric connection.
Okay. Let's talk to her, see what she has to say for herself.
Have you come to gloat? To kick me while I wallow in my own misery? Well, go ahead. I deserve it.
How did you get involved with the Aldark?
I met him at Kinlord Millenthal's party in Eleanor. We had similar ideas about the Queen's decree, and I recommended that he lead the monastery. Summerset isn't a stew pot, and the various races aren't ingredients to be sprinkled in like so much spice.
So you planned to kill, or you knew he planned to kill the newcomers.
What a hateful accusation. Tilcara told me he was going to send them back where they came from. I had no idea he planned to kill them. I give you my word. I just wanted the newcomers to go away. And to find out he worshipped Daedra? How crude.
Uh-huh, sure. Do all the monks in the monastery worship
I
Daedra?
certainly hope not. We'll have to get the divine prosecution in there to gather up the monks Tilcara brought with him to Shimmerine. We can't have Daedric cultists desecrating a holy site. I suppose I need to beg for mercy from the Proxy Queen.
Proxy Queen. That would be for the best. Alright. Where are we going? Up there? Alright. No problem. I can go see Artaeum for the first time in, well, years. I think Skyrim came out in 2011, and that was the first time I was familiar with the Psijics. So in at least 7 years, we'll see it for the first time. I'm just picking up this Garden of Sacred numbers for the experience here, sorry. Alright. Is that not? Oh, up there, okay. It's a random farm or what? Nope, thought I could make the jump. Apparently I'm just going to run around the whole thing before I get to the stairs. Alright, there we go. It's not very well hidden. Holy cow, that got bright. Is that because somebody went into it, or does it just do that when you get close? Oh, somebody just came out. Hi! That's because somebody went into it. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Gosh, this game, though. I know Bethesda didn't make this, ZeniMax did, but they did it right. They did right by Bethesda, I think. It holds true to the spirit of the previous Elder Scrolls games. And for a PvE multiplayer game, I have not been disappointed. Obviously, if I've been playing for 2.5 years, I've taken breaks from it, gone to other games, but I always come back to it. Oh man. I wonder what those lines crisscrossing the sky are. Like a cloaking device sort of spell thing? Just milling about up here? Alright. Where's our map? Really? Oh, it's up here. Okay. I gotta run down there. Let's do it. Oh yeah? I can run fast too. Apparently not fast enough. I'll wait for him to load here.
And there was no sign of Lathan. I don't know whether to be grateful or concerned.
We'll find him then. What a rare honor Valcerin bestowed upon you. Only a select few not of our order have ever walked upon this sacred island. Val tells me your aid was indispensable in uncovering the false Aldach's plot on Summerset.
Very few, and yet I've seen probably 20 or 30 people already in this area. We discovered that newcomers to Summerset were being murdered to power the Abyssal Pearls. What do you think of that?
Unfortunate, certainly. The magic you describe sounds familiar, though I can't quite recall where I've heard of it before. I fear the pearls may be a harbinger of the threat Sothasil warned us about.
Sothasil? What threat? I don't understand. I guess we have to forget that I just did videos on the Clockwork City.
Sothasil, one of the living gods of the Dark Elf Tribunal. He's an honorary member of our order. After an attack on his Clockwork City, he warned us about a Daedric threat to Summerset and Artaeum. I sent Valcerin to investigate.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Indeed. But not until we finish studying the pearl Valcerin brought us. There are mysteries to unravel, and Val believes you will be instrumental to our success. We can get started immediately, unless you want to explore our island first. The next step involves a thorough examination of the strange pearl you and Valcerin recovered from beneath the Shimmerine Monastery. Hopefully, we can learn more about the false Aldarch and the source of the pearl's magic.
I do kind of want to explore, but for the sake of the videos, I'll keep to the main story and just continue on with that. You can use your magic to get the pearl to reveal all that.
We are the Psijic Order, friend of Valcerin. There is very little we cannot accomplish
Friend of
through the
Valsarn.
application of the old ways. Every object remembers its history. The trick involves selecting the correct ritual to reveal those buried memories.
Can I do anything?
While I head inside to begin the augury ritual, I'd like you to go to Sotha Seal's study in the tower, find my acolyte, Oriandra, and ask her for Sotha Seal's amplification elixir. We may need it if the pearl proves to be resistant to our magic.
Alright, I'll go find the amplification elixir. What? There's stairs down too? The Dreaming Cave. Feral. Okay. Go up. Going up. Splash. This is just so cool. I know I keep saying that, but been so excited to come here. Might be fanboying a little bit, sorry. Apparently I still have to keep going. War Master. Sploosh. Sotha Seal's study. Okay. Of course it's going to have Dormer artifacts, because it would. Notes on Elven architecture. I'll come back and read these again later. Just a little bit of the Clockwork City here in Artaeum, apparently. He's building a Clockwork Guardian or two. Oh, geez. Didn't even see the big Colossus there. Alright. Oriandra.
You must be the adventurer that Valsarn was going on about. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to our secret island. Oh, I suppose you already talked to the Rite Master, seeing as you're here in Kapora Tower.
Yeah, the Rite Master sent me to get an amplification elixir. You know anything about that?
That strange pearl has certainly been reluctant to reveal its secrets. The Rite Master hates it when an inanimate object refuses to cooperate. Regarding the amplification elixir, I just cataloged it. It's a Sotha Seal creation, as you'd expect.
And when inanimate objects refuse to cooperate with me, they, yeah, that I can understand that frustration. You want it to move, you think on it really hard, you look at it, you force your mind to focus, and it just won't do it. Oh well. Anyways, let's see. Sotha Seal's a member of the Psijic Order? Question mark.
What? No, not in the traditional sense. He's not one of our monks, if that's what you're asking. More like an honorary member, I guess you'd say. According to my records, the silver vial should be right over there.
Okay, I'll find it.
As soon as the pearl arrived via Valsarn's transference spell, the Rite Master gathered the conclave to prepare an augury ritual. He's been cycling sages through to keep them fresh, while slowly increasing the intensity of the ritual.
So why aren't you helping?
I'm the Rite
Lazy
Master's
bones.
acolyte. I have other duties to perform.
Uh-huh.
Besides, such a complex ritual requires the power of the conclave of the 11 forces. I'm not that strong yet. Under the Rite Master's tutelage, I expect to attain that rank. One day.
How did an Imperial end up in the Psijic Order?
Despite opinions to the contrary, being an Altmer isn't a prerequisite for membership in the Psijic Order. The Rite Master noticed my potential and invited me to join. I had a year to consider the offer, but I made my decision immediately.
Alright, so I'm not exactly sure I understand where we are. How did the Psijics hide
I'm
Artaeum?
not allowed to reveal where you are, or how our magic works, other than to tell you that you have arrived upon the fabled island of the Psijic Order, Artaeum. While we're not currently part of Nirn's reality, we still keep track of events there.
How do you manage to keep track of events on Nirn from wherever this is? They're the Watchers. That's what it is. They even have the eye on their necklace there.
But you deserve a better explanation. The Right Master sends Psijics back to the world to perform tasks and gather information. Plus, we have powerful scrying magic that reveals all sorts of details.
Mm-hmm. Seems like a cop-out answer to me. Alright, I better find that elixir.
I was examining the vial of amplification elixir myself just a short time ago. It should be right over there.
Can you tell me about the ritual?
As soon as the pearl arrived
Okay,
via
yeah, we've been there. Let's see. Silver vial. Looks mundane, actually. Aside from the fact that it's shiny. Let's get out of here. Oh, no, he's right over here. Okay. Oh. Oh, there's the pearl. What if I just sit right here? Does this help? No? No? Okay. Let's talk to you.
Was Oriandra able to direct you to the proper elixir? Without something to amplify the magic, our ritual is going to fail.
Yeah, here it is.
Just in time. For the next stage of the ritual, if you have no objections, I'd like you to join us. Your experiences alongside Valcerin might help reveal what has so far eluded our efforts.
How do I help with it?
We'll handle the magic. You pour the elixir into the scrying pool and stand close. As the ritual's power amplifies, your experiences with the Pearl and the false Aldark should help the augury do its job.
Okay, what is that job exactly?
We want to discover the origin of the Pearl and its strange magic. In addition, anything we can learn about the false Aldark and his connection to the Pearl would be helpful. Otherwise, we're stepping blindly into Oblivion's maw here.
Alright, tell me what you need me to do.
Pour the elixir into the pool. That should provide the final boost we need to trigger the augury.
Will this help? I can do a little bit. Ah, see? See, I got this ball. Ooh. Can do a little bit? No? Alright, let's do this. Oh, it's flying.
Here we stand, the most favored servants of Clavicus Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal, on the verge of the greatest victory for our princes.
Are you sure those creatures can be trusted?
Have no fear. Isn't that why we formed the Court of Bedlam? Besides, what happens next in Relenthiel will seal Summerset's fate.
That's it?
That was unnerving. It seems the false Aldark belonged to an alliance of Daedric cultists called the Court of Bedlam. Imagine, the faithful of Clavicus Vile, Mephala, and Nocturnal working together. This is more serious than I anticipated.
It was Mephala? I can't remember if that was the one I mentioned before in the last video or not. Yeah, the three that weren't part of whatever compact that was made with the Daedric princes way back when. Alright, so have you heard from the Court of, or heard of the Court of Bedlam?
But I'm hardly an expert on the Daedric cults of Tamriel. The magic I sensed in the Pearl, though, it doesn't contain the taint of Oblivion. We're missing something. But what? I suppose we'll need to find out what's going on in Relenthiel.
Drink a little water there. Alright, yeah, let's... in Relenthiel? I can travel there.
I hoped you'd say that. Relenthiel sits to the west of Shimmerine, just across the mountains. I'll send Valcerin with you to talk to the Cannon Reeve. The false Aldark may be dead, but Mephala's and Nocturnal's agents remain, as well as the Pearls.
Alright, I have a few questions before I head out.
I may not be a natural prognosticator, but I had a feeling you might. Go ahead. I'll answer what I can.
Do the Daedric princes always work together?
From what I've experienced, an alliance isn't just unusual. It's contrary to their very nature. Oh, they'll work together from time to time, but something as complex as what Sotha Seal hinted at is unheard of. Makes me interested to learn more.
Alright, what can you tell me about where I'm going?
Very little. I'm afraid. The last time I passed through that area was more than 350 years ago. They made an exquisite
don't lie. You don't
wine,
look
as
a
I
day
recall.
over 200.
And the House of Reverie's theater troupe always put on an entertaining show.
All right. Did you learn anything more about the pearl?
The augury ritual extracted a vision of the false Aldark and the court of Bedlam, but nothing specifically about the pearl. Its magic isn't Daedric, though. How they can steal life energy and use it to summon those sea creatures remains a mystery.
All right. Well, if you can't tell me anything, I'm just going to go. Let me go do my thing. Relenthiel. I gotta go back there. Or I can just take the way shrine and go back to Shimmerine. Seriously though, this scenery. Alright. West of Shimmerine. So I think this is probably going to be a pretty good place to stop this video, and from the next one we'll pick up right here at this way shrine. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comments below. Hit that like button for me, it does help me out greatly, and hit subscribe to be updated with new videos as I get them posted. We'll continue on with Summerset DLC in the next video. Thank you for joining me. I am Titanium Rhyno. Keep on gaming.